Hey, what's up, everyone? Jack here. Just going to be going through some of the production elements in Crown of Thorns. Just thought it'd make for a fun little video. I'm not going to get too far into the mix of this thing. Just going to go over some of the cool little sounds and stuff that we chucked in, and show you guys a little bit of just a little bit of what we've thrown into the song, and just do a little bit of how we put it all together. So originally when we put the song together, first thing we actually came up with was this first riff, and the original version of it, we didn't have a bunch of synths in it, so it sort of sounded like this when we started off. So just the guitars, little lead guitar thing, drums, bass, and all of that jazz. And that was originally how the riff was going to be, how that section was going to be for ages and ages and ages. And at some point, I think when we re-recorded it, we actually decided to throw all these synths and stuff in. As I came up with this really cool synth that I guess we were listening to all of the Doom soundtrack at the time, and he kind of came up with this cool thing. So the final thing sounded like this, which you guys would recognize, with the synths. Kind of cool. Cool little thing. So I really feel like that. Really feel like those synths brought that section out, made it sound really cool. Next thing we did, interestingly enough too, with the song, so the verse originally didn't have the instrumentation or the bass or anything in it. It did it after a while, but when we wrote it originally, for the first time, it was actually just all these programmed elements. So yeah, just all these programmed elements and stuff. Originally it had a kick in it, which that's not mixed in, but if I turn it up a little bit, sort of had this kind of sound to it. And we originally had that. Synth wasn't in there, but we had all these orchestral elements and a bunch of other cool stuff. So that's cool. What else is there? There's a couple of cool little things this verse thing. Kind of cool. Had this Crash Bandicoot sounding thing. One of those fake choir things. So it was really cool. So we had this kind of cool electronic thing going for the verse originally, and then we ended up deciding to add some slap bass and some guitars and everything. So added that in, some live drums. The second half we decided to add these extra guitars in and stuff, so this thing, it's funky little guitar doing some stuff, some other Tesseract-y sounding guitars popping the bass line and everything. So it ended up being pretty cool after a while. A bit layer heavy, but sucks a bit because the cool synths that we came up with didn't end up coming through in the final as much, but what can you do? What else did we do? Chorus. Song doesn't have too many layers, thankfully, unlike all of the other songs on this album, but chorus, typical style for what we did on this album. Just absolutely went nuts with the layers for the chorus. Just typical, center vocal.
The thought among the roses sang that they finally
That's just things like harmonies.
A distant voice is calling out.
Pretty cool. Yeah, add some doubles in. Octave down. Makes the chorus sound like super thick. So if you ever trying to make like a chorus sound super thick vocally, would always recommend get a lead vocal, double it 2 times, pan them left and right, get 2 harmonies, pan them left to right, and then double the lead vocal again, an octave down. And you'll have a pretty thick chorus sound, which is really cool. I think we also had a few more synths too in the chorus, just like basic ones. Thankfully it's not too complicated. Just some like lame synth thing. Lead guitar and all that. Yeah, it's cool stuff. Back to the main riff. Thankfully with this song we didn't have like too much crazy stuff going on, so it wasn't like a massive pain to mix together. Then up in this bit we did kind of like this North Lane sounding thing. Yeah, not too complicated.
How can you stand so tall when you're on your knees?
Oh yeah, another little trick with like your screams and stuff. I think we did like, yeah, a bunch of like extra layers, so like some high screams and stuff.
Nice.
Kind of fun. What else is there? Oh yeah, start of every breakdown. The old million effects tracks trick. Got like a bass drop, another bass drop, a gunshot, and then like a bunch of reverse stuff. Makes the breakdown hit harder. It's cool. Without it, it's not as cool. Yeah, it doesn't hit as hard without it, strangely enough. We've got in the breakdown that's cool. We've got some cool synths in the breakdown. Just like evil sounding stuff. Satan's fart. I think Isaiah called it originally something like God's asshole or something. I have like some funny names for our synths and stuff. Try not to make things too serious. We did this cool thing with the guitars in the breakdown too, where we quad-tracked them. And then some octave down guitars, like just these gross sludgy ones. Thought they sounded pretty cool. Bass as well is like the same octave as the guitars. Got like a sub bass underneath, so that way you can be lazy mixing bass. Oh, I did a cool little trick with the drums. So if you're ever mixing drums, really cool trick that you can do in a massive section, especially with the reverb, is get like a big reverb on the snare and pump it up every like second snare hit. So like small, big snare hit. Makes it sound way bigger. Really, really cool stuff.
Down to the ground.
just finished mixing the next song that we're releasing called Soul Killer, which will be out like next week or something like that. And it's like so much more complicated than this. Like going back to this is nice and simple, which is kind of cool. Bridge, I think we just had like, oh, we had some cool synths in the bridge. I remember. Lot of cool little like details and stuff. Yeah, a bunch of cool little things there. Yeah, cool little extra vocals and stuff there. Yeah, song's pretty simple, and then obviously for the final bit, all the synths, guitar riffs, just end up using everything, I think. So like the end, I'd like all of these ones at the end. Overdo it with the layers at the very, very end of the song, make it sound super thick. Yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, this mix is pretty simple. Found this one really, really cool. It's pretty simple, like all of the vocals, it's just a handful of layers, some drums, some guitars, and all the synths are pretty simple. Overall, it's definitely one of the lighter mixes on the album, but yeah, there's a couple little elements like some synths and just like some small production elements that you wouldn't be able to hear easily in the thing. So that's Crown of Thorns. We might actually do like a stem unboxing properly later on, or maybe even make the stems available. If you're watching this and you want to get the stems to this, have a go at mixing or something, drop a comment. Send us a message or something, and we'll if we get enough people, we might put the stems out there for people to mess around with or something. Anyway, cheers for watching, and I think we've got a new song coming out on the 25th, so stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching. See you guys later.